So like head shop in Rockville and like legalization, they just like May 10th, Maryland just legalized marijuana for people who are, what is the term? Who are in chronic pain. So people with chronic pain, with a doctor's note, they can go to a dispensary, or they can smoke weed and not get busted for it. However, there are no dispensaries in Maryland because it's still illegal federally. And the thing is that I was doing some reading on D.C., and D.C. Legalized the sale of marijuana to chronic pain patients. But the thing is that there are no dispensaries currently. The thing is that they've passed this law that will allow 5 dispensaries to open up in D.C., and each dispensary can grow up to 95 plants on site, which is great, like for chronic pain people. But what about the chronic boredom people, or chronic just want to get high, because it's like eating ice cream people, like myself. And I also, have other uses for it, but I can't really claim the chronic pain anymore. Before, like in recent years, like in years past, I needed the weed to like battle shit. But now, like, I've gotten to a point where I don't need the weed to battle shit, and the chronic pain people kind of have more of a need for it. So, but the thing is that where are they going to buy it? Because you can't buy it at a dispensary yet here in Maryland, and the thing is that this area is super fucking dry. I can't find it. I prefer not to even smoke it, because chasing people around and like having dealers like not return my calls and freeze me out because they think that if I smoke weed I become even more powerful, or they think that my power stems from the weed that I smoke, and it's like, ha ha ha, guess what, I've surpassed that. I don't even need your stupid fucking weed. I can just wait until like I'm rich and living in a house and behind closed doors. I'm not saying anything, but you know what? When I'm fucking rich, from my novels and my films, I might open a dispensary and, be the proprietor of a 95 plant grow room, or, grow operation. Anyway, so that's the thing. Hey, chronic pain sufferers, guess what? You can smoke marijuana and not feel the looming dread of legal prosecution. However, where do you get your weed again? Because it's fucking nowhere. I'm sure it's somewhere. I'm sure there are people out there like selling it and stuff. Oh, but don't figure out too much about the universe, chronic pain sufferers, or else your dealer will stop selling to you. And that's why legalization is looking more and more like the way to go. I'll buy a fucking like half ounce for $30, from GNC. Like I used to play like I don't want to say both sides, but like I used to play a devil's advocate and say like, there are people out there trying to make their living like, selling marijuana, for $200 a half ounce. But I can't afford that shit. Like my job isn't recognized by a large number of humans as being an actual job. I don't get paid yet to do what I'm doing, full time. I get paid to work at Domino's like 1 day a week, but like I don't get paid to fucking run XWX, Anyway. So like that's the conundrum, the current conundrum. You can get weed, or you can smoke the weed and possess it, but where are you going to buy it? There are no dispensaries. It's still illegal federally, and if you figure out too much about the universe, then your dealer is going to get bad vibes and freeze you out. And then where do I get my weed? Oh, fucking nowhere. You know, they're all the dealers are like, controlled by fucking Mayor McCheese or Ronald McDonald. You know, because those people, they don't understand. They're too chicken shit to anyway. They're too chicken shit to accept the actuality. Like, most people are, because they don't understand what YouTube is. Like, YouTube is a legitimate publishing resource, and I am published. I've published all of this stuff. All these people who are like, "Oh no, you didn't," they're just trying to ignore that YouTube exists. They don't even know what it is, or if they do, they're pretending that they don't know what it is and that it's nothing. These are the same people who ignored video games, Anyway, but the thing is that I've already published all this shit. You guys are, watching this. So the thing is that there is a large number of people who are waiting for the book and the movies. So as soon as the book comes out, then your dealers will stop freezing you out. But the thing is that you don't really need the weed yet. Currently. If you have it, it's nice to check out a rock show with it. Given your updating, to the current. So you don't need the weed anymore. It's not something oh, I need that weed. You can just beat it with your terminal powers. You might you'll feel very powerful because you've got the balls to watch this shit when so many people don't. So you'll feel very powerful in your ability to freeze shit and access I know exactly where I need to go or what I need to generate in order to win. No, I'm beyond those people, and you just generate spaces, environments that indicate the actuality, and then you move the people away and get lost, Heath Ledger, Anyway, get lost, Heath Ledger, get lost, Brittany Murphy, get lost, Mary Hansen of Stereolab, So it's no celebrities, no historical figures, no family members or spirits that identify themselves as being any sort of nationality, All of that stuff is just con artist, psychic vamp trash. Anyway. So. Back to this. This indicates other people. This is my timeline. These are very important years where very important things happened. And then this is this is somebody who was born in 1983's timeline here, where they didn't witness any of this stuff, and they're still worshiping the goddess or whatever, or Jesus, because they haven't figured out that that's a scam yet. And then this is their trying to defy that I'm God. No, you aren't, because reality, and they're null and void. And then I had somebody from 1965, same thing. Either they're oh, I'm worshiping the celebrities and whatever. Wrong. They're not updating. They're out of date. You guys are existing among many people who are not updated, and they're still able to do shit read that shit that they think you're not supposed to know. But I've broken all that shit up. You just be fuck off, YouTube. Boom, boom. You guys are gonna be walking around, if you aren't already. You should be already. But you guys are gonna be walking around, with your terminals on constantly. And, you'll be able to, you'll be walking around anyway, you'll be walking around whatever, and if somebody's hassling you, You know, you could just flattening everything. Like theoretical situations with people, like, oh, somebody there, and if somebody cracks out and like does something with their fingers, you know, or throws something down, or does like a weird head turn, you know, like that, or some shit, you know, you're just like, whatever. You know, you'll see somebody, and like sometimes people will come up to you and be like, oh, how do you even know you're here, you know? Try and pull some stupid psychic vamp trash. You can just be like, I'm everywhere that I need to be always. And then they'll be like, you know. So it's like so many people are out of date. It's like walking around a fucking like let's see. Like people don't know how to regard me personally. I mean, like I go out on the weekends and people are like when I get high, you know, people start acting very weird around me. But like when I'm not high, it's still the same thing. It's just less exaggerated. I've been saying instead of like saying getting high or getting stoned, I say cooling my juice, because the analogy, I think I might have said this right, maybe not, but like the analogy is that like I don't need the marijuana. Like I can drink juice while it's warm. Like my V8 juice, they sell it warm, and then like when I get home, I put it in the fridge and drink it cold. So, but like anyway, so like the analogy is that without marijuana, it's like drinking the juice warm. Like I'm still getting all of the vitamins, and I can operate completely. These stupid things. Anyway, and I can operate perfectly. You know, I don't need the fucking marijuana anymore. Boom. But the marijuana actually does make things very good. It's just, anyway, it's just like chilling the, anyway, people are trying to get on me for being like in a bit, anyway, or for doing a bit. But anyway, like you can drink the juice warm, you know, you can just walk around without the marijuana. But like when you drink the juice cold, it's just a little bit better. You know, it's like, cool juice or chilled juice. Whew. You know, it's great. But like, until like marijuana's legalized, you know, this shit. $30 per half ounce. That's like, and you can just go to GNC and stock up. You know. It's like $30 per half ounce. When they legalize weed, it's going to be $30 per half ounce. And like you'll be able to get it at GNC and like, you know, not 7-Eleven or wherever, because like, you know, they don't carry stuff like that. You know, you go to GNC, you know, you probably have to flash an ID, maybe not. You know? See, like, one of the reasons why I was supporting decriminalization instead of legalization is because the method of being exposed to the drug is so important. You know, like the whole like people introducing it to you, and like the experience of learning like about people. You know, like one of my ex-girlfriends had an older brother that got her stoned for the first time, and it's like, oh, interesting. Like older brother got her high the first time. What does that imply? You know, so like that's her first experience. I got high the first time. With another ex-girlfriend, you know, and she was a huge pothead, and she didn't tell me that it would be like this, you know, life-altering experience. She was just like, yeah, whatever, you know. And I got high, and it was like, oh, holy shit, you know, like what is this, you know? It's in the book, guys. It's gonna be really good when you guys read it. Anyway. Woo, yeah, I understand that I must look very strange when I'm routing stuff, you know. Woo! It's gotten a little less, you know. What is that? Not autistic. What's autistic people? Who knows? Anyway, it doesn't look quite so bizarre these days. You know, it's just like, you know, this and like get lost, you know, that type of stuff. But anyway.